Well, the hospital chaplain read Gina her last rites. Doctors even called the time of her death. This wife and mother of four had suffered a massive heart attack, but her husband refused to let her go.
In the early morning hours of September 10th, 2016, Gina Michelle started experiencing chest pains. Her husband, Aaron, raced her to the hospital.
So I pulled into the parking garage, and when I looked over her, she was just stumped over and done.
Aaron ran inside for help, and Gina was taken to the ER.
It was hard watching like 3 people giving her CPR, and the bed was bouncing. They were giving her CPR that hard. You know, your best friend dying right in front of you, and you just gotta fight.
Twice they shocked Gina's heart, but nothing worked.
I remember looking up, seeing 0 heartbeat, 0 oxygen, zeros, just nothing, no hope at all. That I knew the devil was trying to take my wife, and I wasn't gonna let him win. And that's why I begged Jesus. I called on Jesus.
Nothing they tried could get Gina's heart going. The team stopped their efforts and called in the chaplain to read the last rites. But Aaron was not ready to give up.
But I remember as a kid, my mom saying, when you don't know what to do, call on Jesus. And I grabbed Gina's feet, and I started begging Jesus and calling on Jesus in life, and I was rebuking Satan. It felt like the room was shaking every time I would say, Jesus, Jesus, Jesus. And then all of a sudden, I remember the nurse going, "We got a heartbeat."
The team jumped back to work and in minutes got Gina stabilized. Then they took her to ICU, but she had a long way to go.
Sometimes it's a waiting game to see, even though you got the heart started, you don't know the results of how the other organs are acting immediately.
Dr. James Basgar, a family friend and ER doctor for nearly 20 years, had come to give his support. By now, they had discovered the problem, a blocked artery that would require a stent.
This is where the blockage was, almost close to 100% here. When this artery is blocked, it affects the left side of the heart, mainly the left ventricle, which pumps blood to the rest of the body.
But surgery would have to wait.
I remember the doctor going, you know, we're not out of the woods yet. You know, you have about a 24-hour window. We need to see purposeful movement. If we don't see that, you know, you're gonna have to make a difficult decision.
It looked pretty grave. We didn't think that there was much hope at that time.
Aaron called on friends and family to pray.
350, 400 people plus messaged back, and their churches were praying all over the world. You know, that prayer circle goes from one person to the next and just went viral, literally. I had friends reposting on their walls, and it was amazing.
Within 24 hours, Gina was responding to verbal commands, and they proceeded with the surgery.
Once this stent has been placed, you can see the good flow of the blood to the rest of the heart.
But since her heart had stopped for such a long time, doctors weren't sure if Gina would ever fully recover.
If the heart's not started within 2 minutes, the probability increases of brain death grow drastically high, over 90%.
The doctor said to me, you know, we're gonna see how this goes. She may have to learn how to talk again. She may have to learn how to walk again. It went in one ear and went out. I knew what Jesus had done already, so the rest was gonna come.
Amazingly, Gina woke up from the surgery with no problems.
She was talking, you know, a day and a half later. I mean, that's how quickly she recovered.
She went home just 2 days after her surgery with no need for rehab.
She had a heart attack and she had a cardiac arrest all at the same time, and they call that a widowmaker. Her doctor, Sipe, who put the stent in, said, Aaron, you know, Gina should be dead, especially at 4 in the morning. You don't wake up, you die. I'm like, man, God was in charge for sure.
I've never seen a case where someone's time of death is called and their last rites are called in and say, you know, and then a person comes to. To me, yes, truly a miracle that can't be explained humanly or with modern medicine.
There's no damage to my heart whatsoever.
Today, Gina is an active wife and mother. She's never had any more issues with her heart. Wherever they go, she and Aaron love to share about the power they've seen in the precious name of Jesus.
Jesus is there for you, not just in your greatest time of need, but he's there all the time. Talk to Jesus. I mean, even if you don't think he's listening, I promise, he's listening.
I'm not this person I'm perfect, because I'm furthest thing from perfect. And I didn't deserve this. I didn't deserve my wife to come back. But Jesus is so faithful, and he loves you when you don't even deserve it. Jesus is alive. My wife is proof.